They'll begin the drive with a jive. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows the offensive line is going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Finding some room at midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 35-yard line. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Leopard! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackle made there by Eric Rowe.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Here's Darnold. And he's got a noon one. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Quincy Enunwa, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense. And that's their first of this 2nd half. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2.
Leopard! Detroit!
Darnold now to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. He's going to right, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Leopard! Gone! Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Over!
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They run again with a Johnny. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Here we go. Green, 30.
On 4th down, Darnold. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now the punter, who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Over, over! Over, over! What's the ad? Get 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage.
Detroit! Detroit!
But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
The point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This one taken just inside the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
26 Mike. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Gone.
They're going to look to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Leonard Williams in there to get him for a loss of 5. The Bills on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. They'll set up a throw. This complete to Jones. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And now look at him go. 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that.
And my goodness, another interception. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Noah Spence. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Gun!
Darnold from the gun. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills getting set to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he's got room. The 20. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jay Ajayi, 41 yards. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right?
No.
I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Leopard! Leopard! 3 down. Check. Lucky. Undercrush. Over!
10th carry now for McCoy. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Over!
Nathan Shepard in there to make the tackle.
Watch it now, Barney! Slam!
He'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Leonard Williams in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Leopard! Over!
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Anunua's got it, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And his kick here is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Bills. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Baby! Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Back 99 Philly, here we go! Hey. We got 3. 3 down. He's coming. Watch him now, Barney!
They'll go again to McCoy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Brianne Bonnie Calhoun. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
Now a handoff looking right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
We're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Everyone's got 4 down. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Right back to him on 1st down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And they'll go on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them. And
as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And fortunately for them,